somewhere else, but this is where we found ourselves. Welcome to the local show. People you work with, people you know.
Welcome to another edition of The Local Show here on GrassRoots Community Network. Thanks for joining us, guys, especially our live audience on YouTube and Facebook, where each week here in Aspen, Colorado, we feature inspirational locals. This will not be an exception this week, guys. We've got a return guest. She's our next-door neighbor here at the Red Brick Center for the Arts. It's Sarah Roy, Executive Director of the Red Brick Center for the Arts. Yes. I got that all out. Welcome, Sarah.
Thank you, Eric. Thanks for having me back. It's so good to always come and hang and chat with you.
It's been so great guzzling pitchers of beer with you prior to the show, just so we could take the edge off a little bit.
Exactly.
Get ready for our fencing lesson today.
We needed it.
Yeah.
Right? But what else are you going to do at 3 o'clock on a Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's right on the cusp of happy hour.
Yes.
But then we don't want to lose all our motor skills either.
Right.
It's like we're walking a tight wire here. This is a balancing act, Sarah. So the reason we're going to have fencing on the show is because you guys have like an activity space at the Red Brick.
We do.
Which we'll talk about during the show today.
Yep.
So it's all just one big ball of joy at the Red Brick Center for the Arts.
It always is.
Because there's all these different opportunities, whether you're an artist,
Yep.
you want to learn fencing.
Yep.
Let's talk more.
Perfect.
But first I wanted to talk about, there's a renovation going on.
Yep.
Like the physical plant of the Red Brick is under construction.
Yes.
Can we get an update on what's going on with the renovation?
Sure. So this is something we've been working on for almost 2 years, I want to say now. We hired local architect Harry Teague, which I was super psyched that he wanted to kind of jump on board with this project and kind of look at updating kind of we're calling the public spaces and the gallery space within the Red Brick. So our gallery is the main hallway, but the gallery programming is an important part of what we do at the Red Brick. You know, it's our chance to kind of show local and regional artists, and we're always having those kind of rotating exhibitions. So we're updating the gallery with really kind of professional new gallery lighting. We're updating the bathrooms, but the whole experience on the inside is going to just be just a refresh. So we're in the midst of that. So we don't have any gallery programming running right now. So we are a little quieter-ish, I would say, on our programming, but all for good work. Because come June of this summer, we'll be able to kind of unveil our new look.
How cool.
Yeah.
Will there be a bathroom valet?
No,
you know, because I mean, this is New Aspen.
Yes.
And you might need someone to hand you like a hot, wet towel or something. Or the like.
Well, if I did that, I think I'd have to increase rent for our tenants, and I don't think, I think they would say we're good. We don't need a bathroom valet.
That would be probably a large additional cost, the bathroom valet. Maybe not that.
Not that.
But the exhibitions along the hallway.
Yes.
So modernize the lighting in there.
Yes. Yep.
And you do have an exhibition, though. You said ish.
We do.
With a local cartoonist, right?
We do.
Who's
so
exhibiting?
John Hintererater, he is the cartoonist, the artist that creates Ajaxed. So the cartoons they run in the Aspen Daily.
Yeah.
And he has a couple publications out. I want to say he has a new book coming out now of his cartoons. And so we have some of his cartoons on display. So, and they're so fun because they're, speak to just the local flavor. And the cartoons that we picked out are all winter themed. So they're hilarious.
I
so
love
you have
it.
To come over and check out
Ajaxed here at the Red Brick.
Exactly, yeah.
But in bigger size than those little squares in the newspaper.
You got it.
And I also picked up that you guys have a creative happy hour.
We do.
Like I might be able to hang with creative happy hour.
Yeah, so that's one of our new programming that we're running, which we're really excited about. And the kind of idea behind it was to get folks that maybe haven't come to take a class at the Red Brick, that maybe a class, the cost was maybe too high for them, or they felt intimidated by taking the class. So these are $25. We felt like a reasonable, price point. It does not matter the skill level, even if you have zero interest. I feel like, come on, hang out with some friends. We'll give you a glass of wine. We'll give you a beer. And then every week, it's not every week. We're doing it twice a month, but every class, it'll be kind of a new not craft, but a new creative endeavor that we take on. So they're making Valentine cards, I want to say, we have one tomorrow, or tonight. We have one tonight.
Oh, very just in time for
just
Valentine's
in time,
Day.
exactly. And then we've done paper making before. We've got painting ceramics coming up on February the 27th. So we have one in 2 weeks. So there's spots available for folks if they want to join us for that class. But it's been really popular. It's been completely well received. We're getting new folks that we have never come in to take our class, and people are just enjoying it. So actually tonight's class is totally sold out. I want to say there are 14 people already.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
There's a cap at about
There
14
is.
people.
Yeah, there is.
So you get a beverage, kind of loosen up a little bit.
Yep.
Then you get to do a little bit of creativity.
Yeah. Yes.
Meet some people.
Yep.
Social.
Yep. And all the classes are taught by local artists. So
Love
you're
it.
getting to hear about them and their work and their practice. So yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Creative happy hour.
Creative happy hour.
So can people find out more on the website, or what's the best resource?
On our website's always the best resource. So redbrickaspen.com,
Okay.
and that's where our classes are. And you can register right there and then see what's coming up. And we also are running figure drawing right now.
Oh.
So our figure drawing continues to be a very popular class. And we were just running it in the morning. Now we're doing an evening class. So this Thursday, I want to say we have an evening figure drawing class, and we have secured nude models. So that's also something really important with figure drawing, is often you want to work from a live nude model. And we have found some willingly live nude models. So the classes, and we have some instruction with the class. So yeah, those are really popular as well.
It's not going to be Usher, though. He's not going to be one of the nude. I mean, he only goes topless, so that probably wouldn't be
right. And roller skates
a thing.
From the Super Bowl. I don't know. We've reached out to him, but we got to see the availability if it's going to really work for our schedule and his schedule.
I'm not surprised though that you found naked people that are willing to show their nakedness in Aspen, because it
and
just
they get
seems
paid.
like
The model gets paid.
Seems like a perfect Aspen kind of a job, actually.
It's a great job.
And then you can tell your mom and dad, like,
Yes.
hey, yeah, I got a job.
Yes.
I'm not just skiing.
Exactly.
I'm like hanging out naked a couple days a week, you guys. I'm
Yes.
getting paid for it.
And people are finding it inspiring and learning
Yeah.
from it.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I'm going to give that some thought for my 5th job. Although that would be more like stick modeling or stick drawing, like stick men figures,
Right.
being a little thinner this winter. So anyway, on that high note, we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
We're going to get set up for our fencing lesson, you guys. You got to stick
Yes.
around for this.
Yep.
I hope Sarah doesn't kill me. She's probably thinking the same thing.
Wait, should we preface real quick on what we're about to do? Or
Yeah.
who we're
Why
about
don't
to
you,
do?
why
I
don't you
was
give
just
a little
thinking
intro and then we'll take a break.
So like you were saying kind of earlier, at the Red Brick, we have a dance studio that's available for people out in the community to rent. And one of our long-time renter users is Greg Domashevitz. And he runs Roaring Fork Fencers, which is so popular and such a huge success. He runs classes, 2 or 3 nights a week, of all ages, youth to adults. And so what we are about to do is Greg is going to teach us some fencing moves, so people can see the other activities that are happening at the Red Brick, and maybe that piques their interest. They can come take a nude figure drawing class and then head right into a fencing class with Greg.
Fully clothed,
Yes.
yeah, because that's where you don't want to be naked.
No.
That would be,
no.
yeah, don't get those two mixed up, or there's no overlap on that one. You know who's interested? I gotta share this with Greg, who's just off set right now. John Oates, who we had on the show recently, wants to get into fencing.
No way.
Yeah.
We got to connect him.
So I'm gonna connect. I've already given John Greg's contact information.
Okay, good.
Greg didn't know about that, but now he does. So he might be.
Do you owe him a referral? Maybe he owes you a referral then.
Well, anyway, we'll talk details.
Yes, yeah.
About the massive commission I'm expecting. But anyway, this is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Little first-time fencing action. So stick around, guys. First, we're gonna take our only break of the show. I do want to thank our winter underwriters for making these kinds of shows happen. This week was Sarah and Greg. We've got Haiti Children, Highlands Ale House, Klug Properties, Paradise Bakery, Picken County Solid Waste Center, Red Brick Center for the Arts, Susie's Consignment Aspen, Sundog Athletics, White River Overland, and Wheeler Opera House. Thank you guys for sponsoring this winter series running mid-November to mid-April. We'll be back in 2 minutes, guys, with so much more, including fencing and other things going on at the Red Brick coming up, so don't go away. At the Wheeler Opera House, we set the stage for connections that create memories for our audiences, artists, and greater Aspen community. At the Wheeler Opera House, all are welcome. You're welcome to be a part of history.
I'm so passionate about this community. I absolutely love living here and raising my family here. It gives me a lot of pride to share this with my friends and my clients and help them achieve their dreams of owning an Aspen snowmass and enjoying this incredible lifestyle.
Want to live like a local? Help us reduce food waste, a major contributor to climate change.
You can help in 3 simple ways.
Plan menus carefully and only buy what you need.
Collect unused scraps for compost.
Buy ugly fruits and vegetables.
Reduce food waste.
Live like a local.
Red Brick Center for the Arts is Aspen's hub for creative activity, offering youth and adult art classes, gallery exhibitions, artist studios, and nonprofits. You can take a class, meet with artists, purchase art, and be a part of Aspen's art scene. More at redbrickaspen.com. Locally owned and operated and consistently voted #1 for après-ski, Highlands Ale House is the local ski bar, serving delicious drinks and comfort food, including pizza, burgers, salads, bowls, and more. Located at the base of Aspen Highlands. Brought to you by Paradise Bakery and Gelateria, serving Aspen for 42 years. White River Overland specializes in camper van upfitting, catering to mountain outdoor enthusiasts. WRO's builds are purpose-driven to enhance skiing, cycling, camping, climbing, and river adventures. WRO is nestled in the White River National Forest in Aspen.
Susie's Consignment in Aspen at 600 East Main. Same friendly faces, same great prices, and new items daily. See you at Susie's.
Welcome to the local show. People you work with, people you know.
Welcome back to the local show, guys. We're just getting set for our first fencing lesson. We've got our instructor, Greg, here, and I'm going to hand it on over to Greg here to provide some basic instruction.
Awesome. Well, my name is Greg Demoshvitz. I'm the head coach and owner at Roaring Fork Fencers Club, like Sarah introduced, and we're going to teach you guys a few of the basic moves, have you stab each other. I'm not sure we can really have a match in here, but it'll be a good place to start. So the first thing we've got to learn to do is learn how to stand and move like fencers. So I'm going to get you into our fencing position. So since you're a lefty, you're going to go put your left foot facing this way.
Okay.
Your right foot facing towards her toes. And then let's make an L with our feet behind. So heel to heel. All right. This is what we call first position. Same thing that ballet uses.
Yeah.
But it's how we get into our fencing stance. So I need you to take like one step back off that way. Okay. So let's take a step forward with our front foot. Bend our knees. Okay. This is where it becomes dangerous. Front hand over front leg. Back hand over back leg. So you can also get your point up over here.
Okay.
So, this is our on guard stance. And because fencing only goes backwards and forwards, we don't need a more versatile stance. Instead, we specialize to move backwards and forwards with our on guard. Okay, awesome. So, with the space a little funny here.
We're a little tight on the space.
Yeah, that's okay. Why don't you guys put those foils down and pop on your masks, and then I can help you out over here.
So we call them foils, not swords.
Yes. So in fencing, we call a generic piece of sporting equipment a weapon. In the Olympics, there's 3 different types. There's the épée, the saber, and the foil. I teach foil. It's kind of the most balance between offense and defense. Why don't you just pop your chin right into that guy? Cool. And I'm going to move this.
Oh, yeah, this kind of makes it hard.
Because when Sarah strikes me super hard in the head, I want to have full protection.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I am getting nervous.
Why don't you take one step back or two, Sarah?
Okay.
Why don't you kind of get yourself out from behind this desk here? Okay, so you need to be able to move forwards and backwards.
Okay.
So you guys are gonna make mirrors out of each other, and so you're gonna move with me. You're gonna be a mirror.
Okay.
So to move forward, a step is called an advance. So we're gonna move our front foot forward, and then our back foot. Now, Sarah, if you get too close, you're gonna get stabbed. So you're gonna move your back foot and then your front foot. Excellent. Now let's reverse the process. Sarah goes front foot, back foot, and we're gonna go back foot, front foot. Excellent, nice. Okay,
So it's this kind of
like
pivoting back and
like
forth.
doing a dance.
Exactly
Yeah,
right.
I like that.
Yeah.
Fencing oftentimes does feel like you're dancing. Okay, very good.
Okay.
So the other thing that we need to learn is,
We got to use these things too.
yeah,
at some point.
exactly. We want to learn how to actually touch. When we call in fencing, we say we touch each other. We don't like hit, stab, or otherwise impale or maim. We touch. It's a refined sport, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna take turns. I want you take one advance towards Sarah.
And should I go back?
No, you stay there.
Okay.
And then we're just gonna lift this point up here. I want you to reach all the way forwards and get Sarah kind of right above her shoulder, right here. Get her.
Touch
Good.
her?
Yep.
So wow.
But don't
you guys-
impale or maim her.
Don't fully
Okay.
extend this arm.
Uh-huh.
Good. So we get a little bit of a bend here, right? And when this foil bends, this is how we know that we've made a hit. You can recover your arm back to
Oh, so you're looking for that bend right
Yeah.
there.
They really do hit each other.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So with actual competitions, there's a little button on the end of your foil, and when you hit that button with enough force, it goes and notifies the system that you've made a hit. But when I'm teaching my beginner students, we say that the blade has to bend because this bending is the same amount of force that's going to turn on the scoring system in your favor. So go ahead. I want you to make one more extension to go poke Sarah. Let's make sure we know that we get a bend. Straight arm here. There we go. Okay, why don't you recover? All
Nothing
right.
personal.
Yeah. Sarah, why don't you get your point up on target and reach all the way out and get a hit here as well? Yeah, full reach, full reach. Make sure you know it's good.
I can't believe you just did that to me.
Sorry, my teacher's telling me.
Yeah, good. All right. Good. I want you to each trade back one
Scar
more.
for life.
One more time. I want you to get one more extension, and then one more from Sarah.
Nice.
Bingo. Okay, good. And of course, now we have to learn our iconic fencing move, the fencing lunge. So why don't you take 2 retreats? Ba-doom, ba-doom. Good. We're going to take turns here.
Okay.
Now, let me demonstrate briefly. We're going to be going from our on guard position. We're going to reach our arms forward. And then, before you guys do it, why don't you watch? I'm going to reach with my front foot to get into something that looks like Warrior 2 if you do some yoga.
Ooh, yeah.
So Warrior 2 and your fencing lunge are pretty much the same. Of course, if you've ever seen some really talented yoga practitioner or someone at the Olympics, that lunge is massive and spread out. But today we're gonna, use common sense. So let's try on this side again. Knees bent. We're gonna make our T with our arms and step forward with our front foot to get a hit. Make sure you hit her. There you go. Okay, and back you come. Excellent. Sarah, it's your turn. We're gonna.
And then I go 2 steps forward or just 1 step?
No, you
with
should
the
be able to
lunge?
reach from here.
Okay,
Reach
just
out with
go
your
the
arm.
long-
Yeah, there you go. Good, nice. Our mantra in fencing is hand before feet. So one more time, we're gonna go from your on guard here.
Okay.
Arms, feet,
Then go.
bam. Good, nice, looking great. And now Sarah's turn. Arms, big reach. Awesome, very good. So I think
She's been wanting to do that to me.
I can tell. The last move I'm going to teach you guys is how we defend. So the word fencing is actually invented by Shakespeare to include swordplay that involves blocking with the sword as well as attacking with the sword.
Okay.
Okay, so really simply for this, we call it a parry. That's our block in fencing. So when your opponent comes over here to hit you, I want you to reach out.
Okay.
You're going to
Go like that.
block
and just
over.
kind
And then here's a great crossword puzzle hint, riposte, which is a hit afterwards. So you parry and riposte. Go ahead. And your turn to stab Sarah here.
And
Bam.
clever.
Very good.
So I'm going
see.
bam, block,
And
kind
then
of.
Excellent.
So is this an actual fence? Like when you're blocking? Or
Yeah,
is this...
it's your defense.
Okay, defense, and then boom, but then
Good.
offense.
Excellent. Exactly. And I want to see
Okay.
Sarah practice this as well. So go ahead. Try and touch. Sarah,
then I go
block it with a
down this
parry.
way.
And
Boom.
bam. All right, perfect. So
Awesome.
that's kind of the time we have for today. One last iconic move. Let's pop off those masks. Okay, give yourselves a little bit of space, doesn't matter. And we're gonna learn our fencer's salute. So we're back in first position facing each other.
Okay.
All right, give a little space.
Okay.
First position, heels in an L. Good, foil up. Tilt it, nope, just straight up in front of you.
Oh.
Tilt towards your opponent. Back up, and give it a swoosh down. Excellent. Okay, that's good, guys. Very well done.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
That was
Love
fun.
it, love it.
That was fun.
great.
That's
Thank
fun,
you,
you
Greg.
guys. How great. Well, thank you for joining us today, Greg.
My pleasure.
I want to learn more.
Okay.
How can people find out more?
You're going to go visit www.roaringforkfc.com or just Google Roaring Fork Fencers Club, Aspen Fencing, Glenwood Fencing. We have classes twice a week in Aspen on Tuesdays, Thursdays, in Glenwood, Mondays, Wednesdays. And a beginner class or a beginner set of 6 lessons, kind of one-on-one stuff, is the best way to get started. And, you know, give it a try. It's super easy to get hooked on. And we work with everybody pretty much of all ages from 5 up to 105. So
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks,
My
Greg.
pleasure.
Yeah, we
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
I guess- So Sarah, that was a lot of fun. Thanks to Greg,
Yes.
who came over and from the Red Brick next door and gave us a little lesson. Did you have fun?
I had a great time. And I feel like, you know, I just thought of it in life, you should always try to learn something new.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
And we were just saying, I actually got a little intimidated when I got in the full helmet
Right.
and everything and like with the sword, but I was like, okay, we can do this.
It's kind of like, it's on.
It
This
is.
is real now. It was happening. Thank you for not killing me.
Right. Well, thank you for not killing me too.
Yeah, but that was great instruction. And that
Yeah.
it is stimulating.
It is.
It's kind of like what the Red Brick's about. It
Yes.
stimulates your creativity,
Yep.
learning new things.
Yes.
That's a great way to stay young, too.
Yes.
You
And
know?
you do it with other people too.
Yeah.
Which I think is also what's at the core of the Red Brick, right? That it's about community and
Community
doing things
as well.
together.
As well.
So-
And while we have just a minute here, let's talk
Yeah.
about summer a little bit. It's a little bit early, but let's give people a little preview about summer.
Well, I'm excited about it because, you know, as I shared earlier, we're going through the renovation work right now, and we are just programming so much. We're just putting all of our energy and effort right now into just programming an awesome summer. So we're going to have a killer exhibition to kick us off in June. We're going to run we'll have our kids programming, our kids youth camps running this summer. So our kids youth camp will open for registration March 1st, and those are always really popular.
yeah, so register in
So
March probably.
parents,
Yeah.
get ready, register March 1st for that. And then we'll be running our new creative happy hour, you know, our other adults programming. So yeah, and the Red Brick is celebrating its 30th anniversary
Awesome.
this year. So
Wow, that's exciting.
it is exciting.
Well, we'll have to talk more this summer.
Yes, yeah.
When we have you back on the show.
Definitely.
Did you have fun today?
I had a great time. I always have a great time.
And there's cookies.
Yay!
Yay! So thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I'm so grateful for Greg's time as well.
Me too.
And
Yeah.
I look forward to being in touch.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. And thank you guys for watching this week on The Local Show. At the Wheeler Opera House, we set the stage for connections that create memories for our audiences, artists, and greater Aspen community. At the Wheeler Opera House, all are welcome. You're welcome to be a part of history.
I'm so passionate about this community. I absolutely love living here and raising my family here. It gives me a lot of pride to share this with my friends and my clients and help them achieve their dreams of owning an Aspen snowmass and enjoying this incredible lifestyle.
Join the string beans in helping reduce food waste in our community.
Plan menus carefully and only buy what you need.
Collect unused scraps for compost.
Ask for smaller portions in restaurants.
Take home leftovers to eat later.
Donate unopened food to our food bank.
Let's work in concert to reduce food waste.
Sundog Athletics, Aspen's adventure sports school, and snowshoeing specialists since 1996.
Welcome to